Kevin Durant is a cunt.
What? What?
That's a good way to start.
Woo! What a way to start a session.
Too bad we didn't record the Easter egg hunt.
Right? Yeah. Little did you all know, we've actually been hunting for eggs since Easter. And that's why there have been no new parts.
We fucking couldn't find the last one. It took so long.
Yeah, we actually had to wait for half of the eggs to rot before we could find them.
Makes them much easier to find.
I got lost.
We're back for another session of Rocking the Stone Cradle. It has been far too long, but college finals, they suck. For anyone that's not in college that tunes in, they fucking suck.
Seconded.
So, yeah, but we're back and we're ready to play. It has been a while. If any of our players here feel comfortable enough doing a recap, be my guest. If not, I can do it.
Jesus Christ, what did we do last time?
Well, I mean, you stood around
Wait.
next to the car the entire time.
If any of... Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I cannot do the recap because I don't fucking remember. Demonetized.
Nah, we're not monetized to begin with, and we've already got the age restrictions set up. We can fucking go off as much as we fucking want.
Modern problems require
That's
modern solutions.
just egregious cursing. Chill down.
Right? Yeah. If it gets to that point, we'll be hopping on the Patreon train instead of fucking YouTube. Anyway,
Hey,
How many people watch this? Like,
we're averaging. The last couple episodes have been like 30 to 40 views. The beginning of the series, we were actually up in like the 100 range. So I
Wow.
think I'm going to start sharing it on Reddit again, because that's when we were getting like massive views. So hopefully that will bump back up.
that is fun.
Hey, I'm already more than pleased. I was expecting, like a month after a video gets posted, maybe a dozen views, and we're already up around 50 for the older videos. So, like, whatever, man. Anyway, I guess I can do our recap. So, the pack left Alice's house in Mariposa and headed north to start looking for this wildlife preserve. You guys first went to San Francisco and met up with the sept that is based in San Francisco, and you talked to Sam and got some information on kind of what was more local to that area, what was going on. And he gave you a pretty, like, almost spot-on location for where the sept knows the wildlife preserve is. And he kind of filled you in on what they think might be going on at the wildlife preserve. You guys proceeded to go and investigate the wildlife preserve, and I believe even snuck into one of the offices and took quite a bit of some like documents and stuff, if I recall.
Mhm.
Bunch of papers. They mean
Yeah.
nothing. But they're papers.
That's right, we did an espionage mission and we robbed the fucking pharmaceutical place.
But don't worry, those papers are part of my plan. I've got a plan.
Doubt.
I do have a plan, you doubt me.
Do you have a
And
plan? I remember you sitting outside the fucking fence.
Yeah,
at this
planning.
point, you also saw. Let me bring up his character.
In fact, I believe I was instrumental
This
in making sure that
boy.
you knew that backup was coming.
Who?
His face.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy. This boy who
He's
you
got such a
guys
punchable face.
are fairly sure is the spiral dancer that was responsible for attacking the Sept.
He definitely looks like he is. I mean,
I
like,
can't
Nico
imagine
now.
him being angry. He just looks fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's not a great photo, but you know,
He's a woo-woo. He's
I
one
work
of
with
us,
what I can
kinda.
get.
I love stock images.
Yeah, stock images are fantastic. And then you hastily made your sneaky getaway with what information you took from the office. Upon going back, and I believe you guys got like a hotel room, if I recall.
God, I hope we did. Sleeping in the car with all of us is going to be really awkward.
You started to look at some of those papers you got, found out whose office you were in, and proceeded to, over internet and whatnot, kind of track her down. And you...
I think we just went back to the Sept in San Francisco and doing internet searches on the phones.
Yeah, I can't
For
remember if it
those
was the
with-
hotel or just the Sept, but you guys definitely, you made it back to San Fran. I know that. And did some search on this lady, which, I should probably bring the stream up.
The dog
sure
or the
that works.
lady?
The lady.
The dog.
Yeah, no, she's actually fucking Guru and is just a pug.
I misspelled fleur-de-lis.
Amazing.
Oh, I found it.
So yeah, and I think we kind of ended the last session there when you guys had done your digging on her. I think that was the last thing we did.
Oh, probably. That sounds like the last thing we would do.
So, next morning, you guys are... We'll say you're at the Sept, so you're in the park. I forget the specific name of the fucking park in San Francisco that the Sept is in, but it's in one of the parks in San Francisco near the zoo. Morning rolls along, and you guys kind of get up and moving. What's the plan?
I have a plan.
Okay.
Once we
I'll
figure
listen.
out where she lives or her schedule or where... Oh, I know. We can follow her home. Anyway, I have no plan for how to figure out where she lives, but here's my plan. We're going to either kidnap her or somehow ambush her in her apartment or something. Get her. We need those documents when we do so. We're going to interrogate her and show her the documents and say, hey, look, here's proof. We snuck into your office. We've seen the things you've been doing to the animals. We know that we got to appeal. We know she's good. We know that she doesn't mean to do them harm, and she wants them to stop doing what they're doing. So we've got to appeal to that. So we've got to go, we know what you're doing. We know that this has to stop, and this is evil. And look, if you don't tell us what you're doing and everything you know, we're going to bring this to news outlets, and we're going to make this go big.
Then let's just not kidnap her if she's good, as we've seen.
But we
Just
have to
ambush
scare her into giving us the information.
Well, she's
Well,
about
she's
as
good.
good as she can be. She's still very clearly working for Pentex.
Yeah.
Whether or not she knows she's working for Pentex is a different story, but...
She obviously doesn't want to harm animals, but she's working for them, so we have to get her somehow. I don't know how. What would you do? Just approach her and then begin interrogating her? We have to kidnap her. It's the only way.
No, I'd say we ambush her in her apartment, like you were saying.
And then she screams, and then we're fucked.
Yeah. Where would you plan to take
knock
her?
on the door and politely start conversation?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Alright,
Yeah,
I'm
where
down
would
with
we
that.
take her?
Fucking Alex.
That's a good point.
Gonna take her out of town.
Could we take her through the bond?
Good luck with that.
Jake, what do I know about this? And if this is a good idea or not?
You know that no matter what you do, not rending the veil is top priority.
Fuck.
Because
Why?
not rending the veil is always the top priority.
Hmm. Okay, so
Followed
let's say
very shortly by respect the litany.
So let's say I like stepped into the Shadow Realm.
The Umbra?
And
You're going to die?
no, yeah, let's say I stepped into the Umbra, and then we stepped out into her apartment while she was sleeping, and then we kidnapped her. And then where would we take her? Could we just take her home? Take her all the way back to Mariposa?
Well, hang on a second.
Mariposa?
Why do we have to kill anyone?
Oh.
This seems like kind of creepy.
Well,
Yeah.
Here's the thing. You don't know what creepy is. You're a pup. Hush.
Damn.
This
I
doesn't
know
sound
that this
creepy
is
at all.
creepy.
It's kind of weird.
This may sound creepy and weird, but it's literally the only choice we have. What else would you
It
do?
would be possible to step into the Umbra and come out of the Umbra in her apartment, yes. Assuming she has a mirror somewhere in the house, which...
She
yes,
probably does.
she will.
She's a girl.
Yeah, she'll at least have one in a bathroom, because everybody
I'm just
has a
gonna be
mirror
a
in the
really
bathroom.
paranoid person.
So... yes, that is something you could definitely do.
I mean, that is my best plan, and I don't see anyone else. Like, okay, I haven't given anyone else a chance to say a plan, so, anyone else?
Honestly, today I'm just down for whatever, so you know.
Alright, he's down for kidnapping. That's what he said.
I mean, it's
heard
not
it.
a terrible plan. Could be, it works.
How do we get her out of the place? Does she have a house or an apartment?
She has an
Well,
apartment. She has an apartment, but from what you could tell, it's not like in a big building kind of apartment. It's an apartment, but it's like small house style.
Ooh.
From what
Nice,
you
that's
could
even
tell
better.
from your search on her, you know that she also lives alone. Or
Boom.
you assume
This is ideal.
You assume she lives alone. There's no pictures of, like, a significant other or anything that you found on her social media.
Okay, we could do the thing and do it in her apartment and hope that she doesn't scream and, like, call for help. Instead of hoping, though, we could try to keep her mouth shut while we scare her into silence.
How do we get her out of her apartment without someone else seeing a bunch of people kidnapping a random woman?
Trash
Make a-
disposal.
Trash disposal.
Trash disposal disguises. Let's go.
Alright,
Oh,
I'm
God.
down.
Maybe.
What is trash disposal?
We dress
The
up as
trash
garbage men.
Yeah. I'm down for these shenanigans, honestly.
wait, even better. Check this out. An even better idea. So we dress up as like refrigerator repairmen, and then we stuff her in a refrigerator and we carry the refrigerator out.
I just look at Anku.
Yeah, and then there's the girls that are both like, what the fuck is a refrigerator?
So Jake, with my knowledge, do I think based on her size that she would fit in a refrigerator?
I mean, pretty much
Fit
anyone
anyone in
other
a
than you is going to be able to fit inside a refrigerator. But
Rubs hands together.
God damn it.
Yeah,
I
but here's the
feel
thing.
like this has holes in it, or this is guaranteed to go wrong at some point. But that makes it more fun. So let's go.
No, wait. Where would we take her if we did take her out of the apartment? This is the problem we currently have.
How can I, like, move a refrigerator via car?
No
We
one has
steal-
yet to fill me in when the refrigerator is.
We steal a General
It's okay.
Electric
Don't worry
repair
about it,
van.
Nikki.
Okay, we just Grand Theft Auto. All right, good.
Look, a refrigerator is a thing that keeps meat cold. And beer.
And beer.
I think I've seen some of those. Wait, so where are we carrying this refrigerator?
Yeah, that's the question. Oh, wait, hold on. All right, so here's the plan. We steal a refrigerator repair van, like a GE General Electric van, or maybe like a PG&E van, or something like that. And then we steal the refrigerator and we put it in the van, and then we can drive it to a remote location and open the refrigerator and interrogate her in the back of the van.
Like, these always just end up as heists. I'm just mostly down to just go and talk to her, you know?
Oh.
Why do we? Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold
with-
on.
I'm
Wait,
with
hold on,
Quinn.
wait. Yeah, why didn't I think of that? Well, yeah.
Did
but
I
hold
not
on.
mention this earlier? This is like
Yeah, you did.
ridiculously overly complicated. When we can just be like, so the people you're working for are evil and are trying to murder people. How about you help us out?
I'm still in a Blades in the Dark mindset. I'm sorry.
How?
We haven't played Blades in the Dark for like half a year.
I forgot that people are reasonable and not afraid of people. They are afraid of
We're not
me,
cultists
though.
anymore. Okay,
Well,
well,
I wouldn't. I don't know about the not afraid of people. She might be kind of afraid if you and Quinn walk up because don't both of you have 5 rage?
What?
Or does Quinn have 4?
Yeah,
I
Gwen,
have
what's your
4.
range? I have 5.
Or I'm sorry, Thomas and Skull. I know Skull has 5 rage.
Well, duh.
Pretty
Five
sure
rage,
Thomas
less rage.
Thomas at least has 4 because he's Galliard.
Any less than 5
I have
rage is
3,
unacceptable.
but I also have Mark of the Predator. So
I have 2.
Yeah. The only,
How I talk to her?
I too have Mark of the Predator.
Yeah, I was gonna say half this pack has at least 3 rage and or Mark of the Predator.
Yeah.
You're
Well,
some pretty
Well,
spooky.
I'm a low-range small girl. Just let me do the talking. I'm
I'm-
Alright,
the
I'm
exact
down. We
opposite
send
of
her
intimidating.
in.
Yeah, I was gonna
I'm
say
We send her in.
you're
We're gonna be sitting outside as backup.
Well, hold on. Now,
you're
if
all
that
pretty
fails,
spooky 17-year-olds.
what is the backup plan should this fail?
Kidnap her and throw her in the refrigerator?
All right, let's
Throw her in the
go.
refrigerator.
You better be prepared to like. Okay, so first off, resources. Like, what do we have for like magic and or like abilities that could be helpful? I have nothing that could help us in this regard.
I have an ability that creates a space of darkness.
Oh, that's useful.
Uh,
Huh. I can hear things real good.
That's amazing.
I can sneak. That's
Yeah.
about it.
All right.
Let's see. Okay, so what are you gonna say to her? What's the plan, Galliard?
Uh,
Wait, you're not the Galliard.
what
Oh, shit,
papers
we're
do we
fucked.
have? Like, what are the papers that we have?
The papers that you had were mostly files on patients. So it was lots of like case numbers and things like that for different animals that were in there. You also had a drug information sheet as well.
It doesn't matter what
For-
papers we have.
What
though?
drugs they were using. Most
But,
of
that,
them.
but that means we know. I just want to know what information we know. Essentially.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Most-
Well, all that matters is that we tell her we have more.
Yeah, most of that information is also like directly has her signature on it, which was how you found out who she was. because she seems to be one of the doctors there, so she has to sign off on patient sheets and all the things like that. So
Mhm.
I'm ready to kill. I mean,
We don't have to kill everything.
are you certain?
Yes.
you are talking to the Get here.
I like my really complicated plan. I want to go back to that.
All right.
No.
Alex spent time making this plan.
We should still
And
like
his
scare.
plan is stupid.
Well, this the plan. We're still technically using part of my plan, which is the blackmail / scare her into giving us information.
Is
So
it really a plan?
It's
Just kinda
more of an
sounds
order
like-
of operations.
I mean, yeah, but I was the person. I said it, so somebody had to say the order of operations so that everybody's on the same page. Okay, so
How
remember,
about we just go and get this over with?
Mhm.
Moontail.
Hmm.
The idea, what we need to know, is any information about moving animals, especially you know who.
Mm-hmm.
Give a description. Did you see an animal like this move into captivity for a short while there?
Mhm.
If so, where did it go? Did you see anything about it? Where did it come from? Where did it go? Where is it now?
Mhm.
All right.
Where'd it go? Cotton Eye Joe.
Okay.
What is Gregory? What does he look like?
Gregory, he looks like a red wolf, but his size is misleading. Normally, red wolves are a pretty smaller breed, and he's probably, even just in lupus, more the size of like a northern gray or like even like a timber wolf. Like he's big.
In that case, if she knows animals, she would probably like remember him if she saw him. She'd be like, "Wow,
And-
that was a gigantic red wolf."
and he is got these stark red markings in his fur because he's a red talon, which is not common for northern breeds. So he actually looks kind of odd for anyone that knows about bio. Normally, northern grays and stuff like that, they don't usually get that like calico rust red in their coat, and he does.
This is good. She will
Um,
definitely remember him then.
okay, you guys are going. Is everyone approaching and only Nikki doing the talking, or is only Nikki approaching? Or
I say only
Moontail.
Nikki approaches.
I think I don't know. We should stand like as appearance wise, sort of like bodyguards. Like we come from like eco
Maybe not
terrorist
you.
organization.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think Nikki should just go.
How about
like-
me and Anku walk up to the door, and you two kind of stay off to the side?
I kind of
Okay.
want to
If
like.
something happens, then you come and help.
All right, I'm gonna go over. Okay, but I'm gonna go over this with you and just like be like, okay, so this is what an eco terrorist is, and this is what we're pretending to be.
I mean,
Eco-terrorist.
pretending.
I mean,
Not much pretend.
Yeah, but like we're not like regular eco terrorists. We kind of just kill shit.
I mean, with the current knowledge, what I was planning on going with was like journalist.
What? Yeah, but journalists don't break into places and steal information usually.
Wait, no, I heard a term that was like investigative journalist. It sounds pretty close.
I think
Yeah.
eco terrorist will scare her more.
Should we be
I think
scared?
when we
Because if
walk
we were journalists, we'd
across-
only push to our news station. But if we were like an eco terrorist, we'd put this shit everywhere on the internet. Put it to thousands of news organizations.
Oh,
I
I
don't know.
forgot
We don't
about
even know if we
that.
need to threaten her.
Nikki, Moontail has pierced veil. I forgot about that. Oh
What the fuck
God,
is that?
that means her Krynos form doesn't cause delirium.
Oh, cool.
Saw that, Jake.
What? What?
Sorry,
Rhinostorm doesn't cause delirium?
Yeah, no.
Moontail's Krynos doesn't cause delirium. No,
That's really weird.
it's really bad.
It's very dangerous.
Yes. Okay. Anyway, carry on. I was just looking at flaws and things like that if anyone had anything in particular, because if Anku's going, he has Mark of the Predator, which, yeah. Or she has Mark of the Predator.
Well, okay, I definitely should go, but I think that Thomas, you should go and watch from a distance.
I
Ash, you and I, let's watch from a really far distance.
What?
Huh?
Okay.
Where will we meet her?
You do. It takes digging, but you do find out she not only works for this wildlife preserve, but that she is licensed to a practice here in San Francisco. She is listed as one of the doctors at one of the local veterinary clinics.
A doctor, not just an assistant. That sounds useful because they'll be in a room
really
alone with you.
dog. Fuck are you doing?
So after a little bit of digging, you can find where her normal place of work is.
Oh my goodness. I have a plan and it's gross.
Oh no.
Okay, check this out.
Mm,
I'm gonna need
Love
a
how
bit of string,
He says
a
this.
paperclip, and I'm gonna need Thomas to transform into lupus form and pretend to be a dog.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
Hello, doctor. My dog is very sick. Now that I'm in this room alone with you, look at these papers.
The fuck?
Um,
Help my dog! He's a wolf. Help!
right.
Some people have
Doctor,
wolf
my
dogs.
dog is abnormally large. Can you help me?
People don't usually have wolf dogs in San Francisco, I'll give it. But people do have wolf dogs.
Okay. Anyway, so that is you know where she works typically, so that would be a good place to at least see her and then maybe start to follow her. You don't. You've seen pictures of her house and things like that, but you don't know like street or anything. Just like pictures of like her out on her patio or something like that, like with her friends. Or obviously, you know that she, at least every once in a while, it appears, goes to work at the wildlife preserve, so you could always follow her back from there.
Let's, should try to, like, just sit down at the table with her while she's eating lunch in, like, a public place so that she doesn't make a scene or something. Just, like, ease in there. Hey.
I don't know about that one. Also,
is-
because she might be less willing to talk in such situations.
This is real rough because you're not our talker.
Well, Moontail's not awful at it. I mean, her mannerism is going to be off because you're lupus, but like, I don't know.
Say your form.
She's better at talking to mortals than you or Thomas is. But both of you get to be kind of ragey sometimes, so
I'm plenty good at talking to mortals.
yeah, exactly.
Jake, when do we get to fight a changeling?
When you find a bad changeling, normally if a changeling sees a guru, they're gonna go, okay, and they're gonna go the other fucking direction.
It's a good idea.
Wannabe shapeshifters.
You forget that even most other supernatural stuff knows that Farah are terrifying in any form.
We also might have had a little bit of a genocidal history, but that's neither here nor there.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
the changelings are good with the Fianna still. But none of you are Fianna.
I also pretty much hate Fiona, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, you do. Or well,
Feels
whether or
bad.
not you do or not, it doesn't really matter. But the Get and the Fiona usually hate each other.
We got beef, so to speak.
Yeah.
Whatever. Silver Fang's the only ones that know what the fuck's up. Everyone else is stupid.
So where are we approaching her?
It's up to our talker.
In a parking lot.
Parking lot.
Parking lot?
Parking lot.
It's the first thing that came to mind.
Okay.
Mm.
I'm assuming either way, you guys are going to find her at work first, right?
Parking lot is so cliche. I love it. Thank you, Anki.
Yeah, we should confirm her. Like, oh, you're at work.
You do. You guys, it does not take very long. You pretty much just go to where, she's listed as practicing, and sure enough, her car's there. You don't probably exactly see her, but, you're very confident she's here.
I know what Skull would
Well,
do.
my
for fun.
nose, no.
Probably not unless you guys go inside, but even then it's going to be pretty rough because it's a veterinary clinic, so there's going to be a lot of smells in there.
Should probably stay out of there, actually.
That too.
Would I consider this downtime for Skull?
If you don't want to go with them, I guess, yeah.
Can I do things in my downtime?
I guess. What do you have in mind?
I would like to, in Lupus form, find a pack of dogs and assume alpha ship of the pack of dogs and just like go on a
No.
Aww.
Anyway,
Okay.
continue. Okay, what do you what do you guys want to do? You've got her here. You see, it's probably about halfway through the workday.
Hmm.
It doesn't look particularly busy inside.
Well, I'm gonna leave this to the people that could probably do this without screwing it up.
Yeah. Same.
Okay.
Gonna go find a construction job site that needs an extra worker or something to try to make some money. I guess.
Fuck.
Then I guess Thomas and Moontail
Oh,
are being placed
So
in the
we're doing-
lead
we're
for
following
this.
her back to her place.
wonderful.
Fantastic.
Oh, don't worry, I'll be around. Just scream if you need help.
Oh, God damn it.
Or howl, whichever.
She is here.
Um,
Or you can wait for her to get off work and follow her back to her place, or
we assume we don't know which car she drives.
you do.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Alright, then yeah.
I was gonna say we could just
Down,
watch
which is-
who walks out and watch for her to get in her car.
Yeah, that works for me.
Okay, so you're gonna wait until she gets off work and then follow her home.
Yep.
Okay. You probably wait a few more hours and then she gets off on her shift and starts to head home. Thomas, go ahead and make me a drive check. Difficulty 6. Just because it's San Francisco and the city is a nightmare to fucking drive in, so you might lose her.
Yeah. There it is.
Okay. It was noisy.
Sorry, drive plus wits. Sorry.
Oh, drive plus wits. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I still
Oops.
been running other things and forget I have to actually put 2 skills together. My bad.
Keep running other things. Oh,
That's what I get for running too much D&D. Oof.
Ooh.
Okay.
You want to,
Oh!
well, it's not a botch or anything. You, maybe want to buy a success with
Sure.
point of willpower?
Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
You are pretty sure you lose her and then, like, get off on the next exit and actually, like, find her again, and you're like, oh, okay, cool. I guess I didn't lose her.
Calculated.
And she pulls up
Exactly.
and parks her car out in front of her house. We'll say the 4 of you are all in the car, but it sounds like the other 2 are more wanting the 2 of you that aren't going to massively scare the shit out of her to do the talking.
I want to play.
Even if Thomas kind of will scare the shit out of her.
Mm-hmm.
Playing around with humans is bad.
How am I aware of my flaw as the mark of the predator? How does that manifest for me? How do I go, oh yeah, the spook people?
You've actually being lupus, it's more that just like even when you're in Homid or any of your forms, things look at you like you're like you're a wolf. You would actually kind of just be you would actually just really be used to it, like growing up and like as something that is predatory. Like, things are afraid of you. That's, you're a fucking wolf. That things are afraid of wolves usually. And you would have kind of just started to notice that, okay, wow, even when I'm in Hamid, things are just kind of uneasy or outright afraid of me. It
Alright.
doesn't really seem to matter what form you're in.
Cool. Well, not cool, but cool.
Yeah, not cool, but okay, I guess. Yeah, you're a scary lady, just like Skull is a very, very scary man.
I'm pretty sure people would be afraid of me even if I didn't have Mark as a predator.
Yeah, you're
I am massive.
Yeah, you're a big guy and you're at 5 rage most of the time. So yeah, your fear is more of like, holy shit, that guy's just fucking, don't fuck with that dude. And the mark of the predator is more like, okay, they're very, very dangerous and I should keep my eyes on them at all times. Anyway, she gets home, you guys follow her home, park a couple houses up the street on the curb. I leave it to you. What are you doing?
Killer.
Currently, it's about 4 p.m.
Well, probably let her relax a little bit and then like walk up and knock on her door and introduce ourselves.
Okay.
Allow us to introduce ourselves. I have to go find that fucking.
So what? Give it like an hour or so, or what?
Yeah. Sounds
Okay.
about right to me.
All right.
Hello.
Just before
like it?
evening, then it is springtime still. You head up and knock on the door. She the door does get answered. She opens it. It's got one of the little chains that, hooks the door to the door frame. And she kind of opens it and looks out. She doesn't unlock her door yet, though. Hello? Can I help
Hi,
you?
are you Dr. Wells?
I am.
We're with a animal rights group. We were wondering if we could speak to you.
And she kind of, she actually, kind of glances left and right, past you. Almost scans the street when you mention that, and, what about?
Well, we were wanting to ask some questions about your work on the reserve.
Um,
Oh no.
okay, now she gets a roll.
She's going to be super fucking nervous. She's gonna slam the door in your face. I'm so worried. This is not right. We should just kidnap her.
Man, Alex is paranoid AF.
Can you put your foot in the door?
She kind of, swallows and shakes her head and goes, no, I'm sorry. It's and kind of while she's saying it's in my contract, I can't say anything, she goes to shut the door.
Be assertive. Put your foot in the door. Show her the papers.
I mean,
I can't tell you what to do.
yeah. Jake, I have pretty good dexterity. Could I try and squeeze through the door before she does that, or just you have it pretty close?
You could definitely move something to stop the door. You couldn't make it through.
Yeah, that's what I was guessing.
Slips
It's
through the
changed,
door. What a
so-
nice home you have here.
Hello.
Thomas, I'm guessing, went up with you, or did you stay in the car?
Huh? No, I was one of the people who stayed in the car.
I mean,
Okay.
you're the muscle, so just put your hand on the door and stop it from closing. Easy.
I also have Mark of the Predator, though.
You do? Do we all?
Yes.
Yeah, I think 3 of you
What is wrong
do.
with you people?
So it's just Nikki. Okay. Are you gonna try to stop her?
Well, I'm gonna try and stop her from closing the door and being could I try and because I have a specialty in manipulations of emotion. Could I
Mhm.
try and be no, please,
Yeah, go for it. Empathy plus manipulation.
Empathy is a stat?
how do I do
Oh,
this
God.
again? Actually,
Is that a stat in real life?
It's a skill.
I can't
You
remember how to
combine however many dice you have in manipulation plus however many dice you have in empathy and roll it.
All right.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
dude,
I
I
can't remember how the
completely
commands
ignored
are.
empathy.
It's
I didn't put a
slash
single
roll?
point in that.
/R.
yeah, I put the dice commands
Oh yeah, you did.
at the beginning
Okay.
of the session again.
One
So-
point in empathy.
So you add them.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
you add them. Difficulty for this is actually going to be 8.
Okay, that's fair.
Because something's
It's gonna
got
be
her fucking scared.
10.
It's weird. Is it called ability?
And then
It's like-
exclamation mark since it's a specialty.
Yes.
Okay. I think that's right.
Is it called ability in second edition and skill afterward?
The fuck?
Wait, what?
9.
Whatever, it works.
Why did the greater than not work? Whatever.
It doesn't...
There was a space
No
before the greater
space.
than.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a space. Doesn't matter. You've still got 3 successes.
That's amazing. That's great.
Job. She stops and gives you the saddest look she can, and is like, honestly, I can't say anything. I need that job.
Well,
All right. In that case, I pull out the papers and show them to her and go, "Man, we have evidence of what you're doing there."
Oh. Her face goes white.
How did you get
Where? What? How?
This is your signature, correct?
And she stops trying to close the door. Yes. Yeah, it is. What do you want?
Look, we've been tracking some movement of endangered species and animal trafficking through
Yes.
your reservation. For example, have you seen? We believe that you've captured an endangered wolf species. The wolf that we are tracking has gray and red fur.
She kind of looks up at you and, what do you mean? I've run every yeah. How did you know that? That's not on file.
They're one of he's one of the wolves that we are tracking. We are tracking a pack of them, and we saw your people capture him.
And you know about nothing. That almost, it seems like you're getting her curiosity more than whatever else, because it very clearly she has been puzzled by what you're talking about. Yeah, yes, there's a male currently at the facility now. What what is he? Nothing that I haven't been able to genome him at all. Like I can't match him to any species. And
Oh, cunt!
she's like openly
The
still
newly
got the door cracked and is more talking to you now.
It's a newly discovered species, maybe. I don't know.
Um, Jake,
Why
do
do
I
you
know
like
of any other
virtual
animals that they have there?
Gimme.
You know, there's a bobcat there as well. The only other files that you guys got were animals that were there that have moved on.
Hmm.
Moved on. They're dead?
Either
Wow,
dead or have been sent somewhere else.
In those files, were there any particularly like standout ones that like typically you wouldn't see at a reserve?
The no, not like anything strange. The biggest standout things were that the two animals that were being treated with that drug are Gregory and the bobcat that are still
Fuck.
there.
Wait,
Do we,
Gregory's
do we know
being
anything
treated?
about the drug?
It is bad.
Look at this.
You
did.
That one is in my physical notes. Give me a second. Ah! That's what I get for setting my dice on my notebook. You know it is a... It's supposed to be like a testing drug for treating radiation poisoning.
Hmm. Oh, okay. All right. So I continue talking to her. We also know that you captured a bobcat, and you're giving both of these creatures a drug which is supposedly for radiation poisoning, but neither of these animals have been anywhere near anything radioactive.
Oh, cunt.
She shakes her head, and look, I don't get told a lot, okay? I manage the patients, I make sure and monitor their vitals, and do what the higher-ups ask with keeping them alive as a top priority. And she, like, rocks her head back and is like... She's doing the, like, fuck, like, I should not be talking. But very clearly you are kind of blackmailing her, so...
Blackmail.
So you're giving these drugs to these animals you don't even know what they are? Are you not a licensed veterinarian?
I know Look, what do you want? Are you just here to roast my ass and end my career, or do you actually want something?
Look, we just want to figure out what's going on there.
I don't know.
Operation.
Well, why don't you find out?
We need an inn.
Dun 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 dun.
I
You're a
mean,
little spy.
I've tried, and I know several of the other doctors there. We don't get told a whole lot. It's not a medical facility. It's a corporate facility, and most of us, the doctors, are out hired. I only work there part-time. I work at the clinic, a clinic here in town.
Sus.
A few of us from the local area that were pretty new, like just got our licenses, got hired.
Don't you find that suspicious?
I mean, I guess there's a few older doctors there too, but I'm just trying to pay my rent. Honestly.
That's fair. Is there any way we could contact you in the future?
I guess she reaches, it sounds like on like a table on the inside of the door, and pulls out a card for the veterinary hospital, and on it there's a few other like doctors' names, but then her name is also on the card, and it has her number.
Gotcha. Thank you. You won't regret this. And then I walk off.
You guys in the car, she looks out of the house for a while, like even as Moontail walks off, and like really like looks around before going back inside.
Oh, wait. You didn't give her
We
your number?
notice this, don't we? Or do we not?
Yeah, you guys, yeah. Nick Moontail wouldn't because she's leaving, but you guys are probably watching the whole thing, so you would definitely
Okay.
notice.
Alright. Okay. Alright.
Say we survey the area. Try and see if there's anything else there.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask Moontail though. Did you give her our number, or like? First off, how did it go?
Well,
Any- feel
Gregory
free.
is
right
definitely
back.
still there, and she has been working. She has been giving him medicine and so forth. She was very hesitant to talk anything about it, obviously, but she doesn't seem to know too much about what's going on. I managed to get here's her work number that she gave. So if we need to contact her, I don't know if she'd be willing to trust us or help us,
Wait,
but
Her
it's a
work number?
start.
That's
What
not
is it?
very
A
useful.
work number or
Wait,
something?
so she's cooperative.
It would be, it looks like it's listed as a personal number.
Okay.
Okay, good.
She seems cooperative, but extremely hesitantly.
Is she acting like somebody might hurt her with this
Very.
information? Is she acting very scared?
Extremely.
She's acting like prey. Okay. Well, I'm going to shoot her a text. Just gonna say, I'm from the Wildlife Organization. If you are in trouble or need help, call this number.
All right.
Okay, on just one of the burner phones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not a
You
bad idea.
get left on scene. No response.
Fine. Okay. So, now we need to formulate a new plan. Let's go.
And we have been going for a little while now, I think. So
Almost an hour. We
um,
started.
Yeah, we started around 3:20ish. So while you all maybe think about a plan, I say we go into our first break and
Cool, I'll
then
check the
see where we go from here.
Awesome. Be right back.
Okay.